Next up is sites. This is where your online presence comes to life. To navigate to sites, click just above media storage on the left side of your screen in this panel. Here you'll see the website that was built specifically for your business, and your primary task will be to go into the pages and customize the content to truly reflect your brand. So you can start this process by clicking on the name. Here, the name is Jim. And just below the title, you'll see pages, stats, sales, security, events, and settings. If you want to change the name of the web page, although this is just for internal use and will not be shown externally to customers, you can select settings and you can make the name change here. I'll put Noodle Cuts Fitness. And just to the right of that, where you see domains, you'll hit the drop down and you'll select either the domain you just connected or the one that you purchased. And once you've done that, make sure you scroll down and you hit save. Once you've completed this step, we're going to make our edits and we'll start with the home page. So we'll click the blue button just below home. And to get an understanding of the structure of the sites, we're going to click the plus sign at the top left-hand part of the screen, and we'll go to sections. Here are the sections. You can think of this as the house of your website, and you have then below it the different rows. And below that, you have the elements. So let's start with the sections. So like I said, the sections will be like the house of your content on your website, and these will be highlighted in green throughout. So as you can see, when I go over to the right-hand side of the screen here and I highlight something, there's green. And then if we go over to rows, which we'll think of as the rooms in our house, these are highlighted in blue. And within the rows, you can have columns that'll break up your content. Those are light purple. So as you can see, even there's a little text box that says first column in light purple, first row in light blue, or in blue, and then you have just one that says section with the green. If you have an element on your page, it'll have a different name associated with it, but these will be in orange. And the elements can be anything from headlines, paragraphs, buttons, shopping carts, videos, all of the different elements that you'll put onto your site. You can think of this as the furniture in your house. So we have our house, we have the walls and the rooms, and then we have the furniture. Additionally, you have pre-built sections, and these are already done for you, so you don't have to go in and build anything on your site. So if you wanted a frequently asked questions section, you could just take this and you could drag it in and drop it onto your page. But let's go now move over and look at the layers of our page. So we have two sections here. We have the page and the pop-up. Let's start with page. So if we click the first section here, you'll see a green outline that shows up. And we know that this is the top bar section. So to make things easier in our life, we're going to go to the right side and name this top bar. And then we'll look at the 3-column row here. And we know that this is still the top bar, so we could just put top bar sections. And when we select the first column, we're not seeing anything right now, but that's because it's hidden over here. And you can see that the first column, this light purple one, has the phone number. So if we bring our layers back up and we go to first column, we can just put this, we'll put this as phone box. And then the paragraph within it is the phone number. So we'll go back to our layers and then we'll put phone number. Now let's move over to the second column. So now we see that the address, because we're not blocked by the layers section, is the address. So we can go over here and edit this and put address box. And then the paragraph is the text inside, and we'll put address. Finally, for the third column, we can do the same thing. We see that that's holding the social icons box. And then when we click on the first image, Facebook shows up. So we can change this name to Facebook social icon. And if you have your Facebook URL readily available, which would be something along the lines of www.facebook.com/Noodle Cuts Fitness. And you can do the same thing for the other social images across. If you don't, let's say, have Twitter, you can come over here and you can just use the 3 dots and delete this. So now that we have a general understanding of the structure of our page, let's go in and start making some edits. So we're going to change our phone number here, and I'll just go in and type one out. And as you can see, when I made the edit, the text turned gray. So I'll highlight this, go to the color tile, change the font back to white. If you want to change the text type, you can do so by doing this drop down here. So make sure you update your address, go through and add in the rest of your social URLs and put them into this website box. And then now we'll move down into this section here. We're going to update the logo so that it reflects your brand appropriately. And we'll do so by making sure that this box is highlighted and scrolling all the way down until you see logo settings. And where it says brand logo, you'll click on this little media picture icon. And we've already uploaded our logos into our media storage, so we can just click on the folder. And since we have different variations here, you can choose from just your symbol, or you can have a square one. I'm going to, in this case, choose the rectangle. You can click it and insert the media, or you can hit the 3 little dots at the top right corner and select Get Link, and that copies it to your clipboard. For this instance, we'll just select it, hit Insert Media. But in the future, if you copy it, you can easily just come in and paste it into here. So now that we see our logos in here, we'll notice that a gap was created because our content was pushed down. So if we need to modify that, we can go and select our green section and then go to Styles, and we can adjust the margins at the top. So I will reduce the margin until the gray gets up to the red, and I think that looks good now, so I'm ready to move on to another section. And let's see here. So for example, you can go through and you can change the button text here, and you can do so by selecting the button, clicking General, and changing this. So I know it's a similar variation, but there you go, and you will need to go down and customize the remainder of the content on your page. Once you're done, make sure you hit Publish, and while you're making changes throughout, be sure to hit the Save icon so that you don't lose anything while you're moving along.